Judge, I'm trying to get some names of a few people.
Okay.
Sir, what is your name? Can you hear me? Okay, I'm not waiting for you, David. I'm trying to get.
All right, good morning. This is County Court at Law number 2. I am Viki Martino. I'm calling the 11:30 docket. Sylvia, do you need a couple more minutes?
No, I was just trying to get some names, but I'm ready, Judge.
Is Mr. Palacios available?
Judge, Mr. Palacios? I'm sorry, we're echoing. Mr. Palacios is in district.
Okay. Do y'all have 2 on that are close to each other and you're getting feedback? All right, so we'll wait on his then. What about Mr. Thomas? Is he available? I do see his client, Miss Robledo. Let's bring her in. Can we put the man that's waving at us, can we put him in the waiting room? The global Nokia, thank you. All right, Miss Robledo, can we see your face?
Yes, I'm sorry. I'm getting
Nope.
it set up.
All right, no problem.
I don't have a laptop, that's why.
This is cause number 21-CR-88186, State of Texas versus Carissa Abigail Robledo. Ms. Robledo is present. I don't believe Mr. Thomas is present. Ms. Robledo, have you had any contact with Mr. Thomas?
Yes, I was in contact with him this morning.
Okay, do you know, is he in another court? What did he tell you concerning his presence?
To my understanding, he was still gonna show up.
He was still going to show up, is that what you said?
Yes.
Okay, all right. He's not here yet. So we're gonna put you back in the waiting room then and give him a moment, see if he shows up, okay?
Okay.
Thank you, ma'am.
Mhm.
All right, I know Mr. Zapata is present. We can bring him in. And Julia Dawson. This is cause number 21-CR-88972, State of Texas versus Julia Brianne Dawson. Good morning, Mr. Zapata.
Morning, Judge.
Ms. Dawson is connecting right now.
Okay.
Do you have any information on the court concerning the status of her felony case?
Yes, my office contacted the DA's office on the 18th of July, a few days ago, spoke with Allison, and that says the lab report was closed without analysis. So I don't know if they're going to pursue that case with the DA's office or not, but we have not heard from the actual DA's office about disposition.
The DA's office?
Yes, they said that the lab report was closed without analysis. That's what they got back from the lab.
Okay. Okay, so let's give this another status setting then for September 22nd. I think you should know something a little more.
Okay. Yes, Your Honor.
September 22nd, that will be at 8:30, and then you'll have the option to change the time. Ms. Dawson, your next court appearance is by Zoom on September 22nd. Mr. Zapata will forward the information to you.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you for your appearance this morning. Have a good weekend.
Thank you. You too.
Thank you. Bye-bye. All right, Mr. Zapata, you have Shane Baxter in custody, and let's do the ones that aren't in custody first. William Holmes, let's see if he's available. I'm gonna call cause number 23-CR-91072-B, State versus William Holmes. All right. Is that Mr. Holmes there?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Mr. Zapata, what is your announcement on Mr. Holmes?
We checked with the DA's office, Your Honor, and they said that the case is in their office, but it's still pending presentation to the grand jury.
Okay, what is the underlying felony?
The underlying felony, the allegation is assault of a peace officer. Public
Okay,
servant.
all right. Then we're gonna give the same date, Mr. Zapata, September 22nd at 8:30. Mr. Holmes, your next setting date is September 22nd. That will also be by Zoom. Mr. Zapata will forward you the link when he receives it.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
All right, thank you for your presence this morning. You are excused.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Have a good weekend.
You too.
Mr. Holmes also has 23-CR-91073-B that will receive the same setting date. Okay. Is Mr. Mario Suarez available?
He's in the jail.
He's in jail. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Then Roel Camacho. We have a couple that didn't change their names.
Mr. Camacho's in the room.
Okay. All right, thank you. Cause number 23-CR-91106-B, State versus Roel Renee Camacho. Mr. Zapata, what's your announcement on this case?
Again, it's spoke with the DA's office on the 17th. The case is pending presentation to the grand jury.
Okay.
And his underlying alleged felony is a state jail possession case, Judge.
Okay. Then let's do that September 22nd status. Mr. Camacho, your
Yes,
next court date will be September 22nd. That will also be by Zoom. Mr. Zapata will forward the link to you probably the week of that hearing.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Thank you for your presence here this morning. Have a good day.
Thank you.
All right, Mr. Zapata, the rest of yours are in jail, so let's get Shane Baxter is the first one on my list. If we can, is Shane Baxter available?
I'm sorry, I will get him for you. Hold on.
Okay, thank you very much.
Your Honor, he has been indicted.
Okay, I see his dates are August 22nd, September 29th, and October 2nd.
Yes, Your Honor.
Let me look at my calendar. Do you want a pretrial after that October 2nd date? What do you want?
That don't work, Judge. Yeah, that sounds good, Judge, because we will likely, depending on what happens with the felony, we'll likely plead him out on that date. So if that, whatever date after the 2nd is good for the court, it's fine with us.
Okay. I have October 9th at 1:30.
Okay.
For pretrial. Hello, Mr. Baxter.
Hello, Judge Martino?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. This is cause number 22-CR-90598 and 90599, State of Texas versus Shane Christian Baxter. Mr. Baxter, Mr. Zapata, he is on this Zoom hearing as well. He has informed the court that your felony case has been indicted and your court dates are, you have a pretrial on August 22nd, announcement on September 29th, and jury trial on October 2nd. So for your 2 misdemeanor cases, we have set you for pretrial on October 9th at 1:30.
Ma'am, can we just resolve it? I mean, I have 5.5 months back time, Your Honor, on this charge. I was magistrated in February of this year on this and haven't been out. I would really like to just take care of it. I don't see a need to drag it out.
Okay, so what needs to happen is you and Mr. Zapata need to have a conversation about that. And Mr. Zapata will advise you on what he thinks is best for your case. Sir, let me finish.
Sorry, I apologize.
That's okay. I know, I understand. But if you and Mr. Zapata come to an understanding that you need a sooner court date, then the court will certainly give you a sooner court date. Okay.
Yes, ma'am. I'm sorry. I thought this was we were gonna get this taken care of. Like is the county attorney on the Zoom as well?
I'm here, sir.
Yes, we can't. I mean, I have 5.5 months back time. I mean, I'll sign this for guilty on them. I mean, I don't need can we? I actually wrote a thing about not needing a lawyer anymore because I know that we could come to an understanding on something. Is it possible to do that?
I think at this juncture, it'd be more beneficial to you to speak with Mrs. Zapata, because anything you do on the misdemeanor cases before you resolve the felony could have adverse consequences on your felony.
It won't. I'm not trying to say you're wrong. I mean, I'm not trying to be rude or anything, but I have almost the max amount of time on the charge already done. Like it's not gonna adversely affect my felony. I really don't even, I'm not trying to be rude to Mr. Zapata, but I really don't even need counsel. I would just like to sign for the time. And one of the big reasons is I'm sitting here on a $12,000 bail for a $4 your window.
Mr. Baxter, let's not discuss the facts of the case right now, okay? Mr. Zapata,
Yes, Your Honor.
would you like a court date for a plea?
That's fine, Judge.
Are you available next week?
I'm the number one case in B County on a murder trial, Judge. It may take all week.
Okay. The following week is the week of July 31st. Is that Monday? What do you have that week?
I have to screen out my phone here, Judge.
Okay.
I have a pretty good sized docket that day too.
Well, that whole week, what do you have that week?
The 31st. Well, on the 1st, I've got, let me bring it up here.
Okay.
All pre-trials.
Are those in my court?
The court 2, one of them is on Tuesday at 9, but I've got 2 of them are, but I'm gonna be in Rockport first. That day, Tuesday, the better day, if you have court on Thursday, that would be clearer, and even so Thursday or Friday would be much clearer. That's Thursday the 3rd.
Okay.
Or Friday.
Are you available at 9 a.m. on Thursday the 3rd?
Yes.
Okay, Mr. Baxter. We're going to set these for,
I'm sorry, Your Honor, it muted me. I was responding to you.
okay, that's all right. Mr. Baxter, because of Mr. Zapata's in jury trial next week, so he's not available, but we are going to set you for August 3rd.
For August 3rd, that's what, like another week and a half?
That's a Thursday, so yeah, it would be 2 weeks from today, but it's a day less, so 13 days from today.
That you won't allow me just to represent myself in I don't.
No, August, Mr. Baxter, you were set for October 9th, and now I've set you for August 3rd.
Yes, ma'am. I understand what you're,
Okay,
I
come
understand
on.
what you're saying.
All right, August 3rd at 9 a.m. We will see then. That will be in person. You will be brought to the courthouse, and that will be in person.
Okay, do I get to talk to Mr. Zapata now on the side thing, or what you were talking about earlier, or is that?
Sylvia, do we have a breakout? Mr. Zapata, well, Mr. Zapata still has cases we have to take care of. So he is still in court. Okay, he's got other cases on the docket.
I understand.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
We'll see you August 3rd.
At 9 o'clock. Thank you, ma'am.
Yes, thank you. Have a good day.
Good morning, Your Honor. It's Michelle Villarreal Cupta. I'm actually downstairs. My question is, do you have other matters? Because I have to be with Judge Flanagan, but I can make my announcements at this time.
Okay, I was finishing up Mr. Zapata.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were done. So sorry.
No, I was finishing up Mr. Zapata. I'm not done with his yet.
Mhm.
All right, Mr. Zapata, so if the jail can bring in Mario Suarez.
Mario Suarez,
Yes, sir.
I will get him for you.
Thank you.
Oh, I'm sorry, sir. Oh, we're just about
Cause number 22-CR-90626 and 90629. State versus Mario Suarez. Good morning, Mr. Suarez.
good morning, ma'am.
Your attorney, Mr. Zapata, is present, as is Mr. Gardner for the state. Mr. Zapata, what is your announcement concerning Mr. Suarez pending felonies?
My office, spoke with the DA's office, employee, and his case is pending presentation to the grand jury. And the allegation for the felony, I believe is burglary with building.
Okay. And that is linked with the 2 criminal mischief cases?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. All right. Do you want to do a September reset or an October reset, Mr. Zapata?
Let's do this, the sooner one, Judge, the September.
September 22nd then, and that will be at 8:30 with the option to change the time. Mr. Suarez, your case is going to be set for another status on September 22nd.
Yes, Your Honor. I was just wondering though, real quick, I thought it was a criminal trespass and not a criminal mischief.
One is a criminal
2 cases.
trespass and one is a criminal mischief.
Okay, because I wasn't aware of the criminal mischief one. Okay, thank you. Appreciate you.
You're welcome. All right, so your next status will be September 22nd. If something happens with the felonies and we can move that date sooner, then we will do that. But it just depends on what happens with those felony charges.
With multiple felonies, I thought it was just one.
One.
Well,
Oh, okay, all right. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, sir.
thank you. Have a good day.
You too.
All right, Mr. Zapata, the last one I see is Daisy Cisneros. Is that correct?
That's correct, Judge.
All right, if we can have Daisy Cisneros brought in, please.
Yes,
Yes, sir.
okay, let me work on that.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, you're right. She's on her way. They're getting there right now.
Okay, thank you.
Mhm. No, I'm good. So bringing her from the jail. Oh, you're not on mute?
All right, this is cause number 23-CR-91825-B, 91826-B, and 91827-B, State versus Daisy Lee Nicole Cisneros. Ms. Cisneros, Mr. Zapata is present, as well as Mr. Gardner with the state. We're trying to get information on the status of your felony case so we can know what to do with these misdemeanors. All right, Mr. Zapata.
Your Honor, again, we contacted the DA's office a few days ago, and they're saying the case is in the office but has not been presented to the grand jury.
Okay, I have a September status and I have an October status.
Yeah, it's the felony is not a drug allegation, Judge. So September, if that's okay with the court.
Absolutely, September 22nd. Ms. Cisneros, your next status hearing will be September 22nd. If something happens sooner with your felony cases and Mr. Zapata requests an in-person court date, then the court will grant that.
Okay, okay. I was just trying to get my arm through, and he was on.
No, ma'am. We're not going to discuss the facts of the case, okay? This was just to find out the status of the felony and to give you another setting for the misdemeanor, but we're not talking about the facts right now. That's for you and Mr. Zapata to discuss in private, okay? That's for your own protection. So September 22nd is your next date.
Okay.
All right. Thank you, ma'am. Have a good day.
Yes.
All right, Mr. Zapata, that's everything. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you, Judge.
Have a good weekend.
Thank you.
All right. If we can get Ms. Villarreal Gupta.
Again, I'm sorry.
I'm getting another attorney on. We will take care of her in-person people and then her jail people. Hello, Ms. Villarreal Gupta. Who is
Hi,
it
Your
that you, good morning. Who is it that you have in the office there with you?
He's just outside the office. It's Mr. Montoya.
Okay, we'll take care of his case first. That's
Do you
on
need to
page-
see him?
No, he's sitting outside of the office.
Yes, he is.
Oh,
That's
okay,
it.
that is on page 19 of the docket, cause number 22-CR 20-90766, State versus Jose Fernando Montoya. What information can you provide to the court, Ms. Gupta, on his pending felony?
Yes, all the information I'll be giving to you this morning, Judge, is as of yesterday. His theft, he has 3 felony thefts. They're all pending. And that's all I
Okay.
can tell you at this time.
Okay, I can give you a September reset date or an October reset date for another status.
We can do October.
Okay, so that will be October 20th then. It will say 8:30, and then you'll have the option of changing that time if you
Yes.
want to change it. Okay. Let's see, who else do you have that is available?
I can tell you by the name. We can go by the cause number.
Name would be better.
Okay, we can do Tyler Evans.
Okay,
22.
that is the one that Mr. Flynn is substituted in on.
Absolutely.
Okay, I filed
Okay.
that order on the motion to substitute. I don't know if
Thank you.
Mr. Evans is present or not, but I'll let Mr. Flynn know that we're resetting that for September 22nd.
And Judge, the next one, he's in jail. That's Perriman. He's on your page 17 and 18.
All right, if we could get Jesse Perriman, please.
Yes.
Thank you. These will be cause numbers 23-CR-91350-B and 91425-B, 91426-B, 91427-B, and 91428-B. State versus Jesse Carl Perriman.
Yes, Judge. At this time, his felony just got indicted this week, and we have a pretrial date on August 22nd. I was under the impression that I was going to be substituted by Mr. Frank Gonzalez. Information, in addition, my client told me he was going to get a new lawyer. His mother's mentioned that she did hire Frank Gonzalez. I did speak to Frank Gonzalez. He says, nope, that's not the case. In addition, information came to me indicating that he may need to be evaluated.
Okay. All right. So, good morning, Mr. Perriman.
So with respect to all his cases, Judge, I'd ask just to be reset to October so we can clarify these issues.
Okay. He has an August 22nd pretrial on his felonies. Okay.
Yes.
All right, then I am going to set him for in person then. I'm going to set him October 9th at 1:30. And that will be, I'm going to put it for pre-trial. And if there are any motions that need to be filed concerning the need for an evaluation, we can take care of that.
Your Honor,
Yes, sir.
may I receive a PR bond on these misdemeanors? I filed some paperwork. I haven't had contact with my attorney for 5 months. I've been trying to get a PR bond before I had indictments. I can't get a hold of her. She didn't give me her phone number. I need to get out, maybe obtain a video of what happened on all these charges, at least 2 of them. And, I've been here for 5 months on these misdemeanors, so I'm trying to bond out.
Have you made bond on your felonies?
No, because they set me excessive bail on the misdemeanors, 8,000 for resisting arrest, another 6,000 for another misdemeanor, another 6,000 for another one. So $42,000 in bonds for misdemeanors. I mean, it's kind of hard for me to make bail.
Right, Mr. Pearman, my question was, have you made bond on your felonies?
1, 2, 3 or 4 of them.
You've made bond on the felony charges. You're only being held on the misdemeanor.
Yes, I believe I only have 1 felony charge I'll need to make bond on. That's, or 2 possession, and that's about it.
Okay, if you make bond on your felony, then the court will entertain a PR bond on the misdemeanor.
You don't think that's excessive bail, 8,000 for misdemeanor?
I'm not discussing that with you. You don't get to ask me those kinds of questions.
Okay. Well, I can fire my attorney.
Your case is set for October 9th at 1:30.
That's what you're on.
That will be in person. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, top row, over this way.
All right, Ms. Villarreal Kupta, who else do you have?
I think the next one on your list is Javier Cruz Beltran. He should be on Zoom.
We have a couple who haven't put their names in, so I don't know.
Bring him in, Judge. In any event, Judge, on Javier Cruz Beltran, he just got indicted here recently in the last rotation. He has a pretrial on August 22nd as well.
Okay. What's his felony charge?
That is possession of marijuana.
Okay. Are you available August 31st for a pretrial?
I believe so. Most of my dates already have conflicts, but we will have to work through those.
Okay.
August 31st?
August 31st at 1:30 for a pretrial.
Perfect.
Sir, that's walking. What is your name? Sir, with the Motorola, with the goggles on your head, what is your name?
I don't think he can hear you, Judge.
All right. All right, Ms. Kupta, you also have Mac Blair.
Mac Blair, his indictment pending, Judge.
Okay, do you want the October date for another status?
Please.
All right, October 20th for status. That's cause number 22-CR-90158. And 22-CR-90159, October 20th for status.
The next one is Noe Martinez.
Yes, ma'am.
Same announcement, Judge, pending. If I could please have October 20th.
Okay. Cause number 22-CR-90296, State versus Noe Martinez Jr. That is set for status on October 20th. And then you have Ruby Sanchez.
Yes, I see it on your docket as Ruby Gomez.
Ruby
But
Gomez
yes,
Sanchez is what my docket says.
Oh, I see it now. Okay. That's it. Same announcement, pending indictment. And I'm asking for the October 20, please.
Okay, October
She's
20th.
on the line.
All right. Okay, we will send you those setting notices, Ms. Villarreal Kupta. Oh, one more, sorry.
Yeah.
Valerie Aliman on page 20. And Ms. Aliman is here. So we'll get her in.
And same announcement, pending indictment. If we can have October 20th.
Cause number 23-CR-91189-B, State versus Valerie Martinez Aliman. Hi, Ms. Aliman.
She's not connected yet.
Okay. Ms. Aliman, your attorney, Ms. Villarreal Kupta, is present, as is Mr. Gardner, the Assistant County Attorney. Ms. Villarreal Kupta has indicated to the court that your felony case is still pending indictment. And so we are resetting this misdemeanor for another status hearing on October 20th. That will be by Zoom as well. And Ms. Villarreal Kupta will forward to you the link once she receives it.
Okay, I'm gonna write that down. You said at October the 20th?
October 20th, yes, ma'am.
Okay, I got it down.
All right, thank you for your presence and your patience this morning. I appreciate it.
All right, thank you so much. Have a nice day.
Thank you, you as well.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
That's all I have, Judge. May I be excused?
Yes, thank you, Ms. Villarreal Kupta. Nice seeing you.
Y'all take care. Have a great weekend. Bye-bye.
Thank you. You have a good weekend. Okay. That concludes the morning docket. We will reconvene at 2. Oh, Mr. Palacios, sorry, it doesn't. I guess let's bring in the people that are in the waiting room. Let's bring them all in and find out who they are.
Judge, my phone is gonna die here in a little bit. I'm upstairs in district court waiting to get called. Mine are quick announcements though, Judge. They're all the
Okay.
same.
Tell me what you got.
I've got Hector Guerra. I checked with the DA office and he has a pending controlled substance that's still waiting to be indicted.
Okay.
And then same announcement for Ryan Castro. He's got a pending theft from a person that's tied in with the criminal mischief. He's waiting to be indicted on that.
Okay. All right.
And then I have Amelia Aparicio. And it's same announcement, Judge, waiting to be indicted, controlled substance, felony charge to go along with the misdemeanor.
Okay.
I believe also I have Steve Guerin on the docket. I didn't bring his file, but that's the same announcement as well. He's got a pending felony that hasn't been indicted. He's in custody.
Okay. All right. So do you want September resets for these or October for status?
Let's see. I guess if we can, I've got two of them are drug cases, Judge. Actually, 3 of them. I think Steve Guerin's drug also. Probably the later date, Judge.
Okay. All right. So that will be October 20th. Each of Mr. Palacios' cases are going to be reset for status on October 20th. Of course, Mr. Palacios, you know that if something happens and you need a more recent date, you just contact Eileen and we will give you a setting, an in-person setting date if you need to resolve a case.
Oh, yes, Judge, will do.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you, Mr. Palacios.
Thank you, Judge.
All right.
Have a good weekend.
Thank you. You as well. Okay, Ms. Robledo,
Yes.
thank you. We never heard from Mr. Thomas, so we are going to reset your case for status again.
Yeah, I had
Or-
emailed him and he said he was at district court.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
okay. So we're gonna set it for September 22nd. And same thing, he will forward the link to you when he receives it, which will be about a week before that date.
Okay.
Okay, thank you for your patience. I know you sat here a long time today. I appreciate it.
It's okay.
All right, you have a good weekend.
You too.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Hey, Mr. Nokia, what is your name, sir? What is your name, sir?
Hello?
Yes,
Hector Guerra. I was with Mr. Palacio. Am I done? I'm sorry.
All right, Mr. Guerra, your case has been reset for another status hearing on
Okay.
October 20th.
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Palacios will forward you the link like he did this time.
Okay.
Okay?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
All right, thank you, sir. You're excused. Have a good weekend.
You do the same. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.
Bye. Okay, so I guess with the jail, let's bring in Stephen Guerin.
Motorola.
Yes, ma'am. I'll work on that.
Thank you.
Can you hear me, sir? Motorola.
Yeah, Sylvia, I tried to talk to him earlier and nothing.
Hello? Hola.
What's this? Sir, what is your name?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, thank you so long.
Stop walking. Sir, what is your name?
I tried to chat him too, Judge, and he's not looking at it.
Hello, Mr. Guerin.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. This is Stephen Guerin, cause number 22-CR-89796 and 89797. Mr. Guerin, we just spoke with your attorney, Mr. Palacios. He was about to run out of battery. That's why we spoke to him without you being present. But he did inform the court that your felony case is still pending. And we have reset you for status for October 20th. Okay. And Mr. Palacios is aware if your felony starts moving along and he needs a sooner date in my court, he'll be given a sooner date.
Excuse me, Your Honor.
Does that make sense to you? Mr. Guerin, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, did you hear what I just told you?
Yes, ma'am, I heard you.
Okay, do you understand that it's set for October 20th for status? That will be by Zoom as well. But if your felony case starts moving along and Mr. Palacios requests a sooner date, we will give that to him.
Okay,
All right, thank you, sir.
yes, ma'am.
All right,
Anything regarding the charges why I'm incarcerated at the moment?
I can tell you that in my court, you are being held on unlawfully carrying a weapon and possession of a controlled substance, penalty group 2A. That's the only information that I have.
Okay.
All right, thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Okay, Judge, he answered me back. It's Ryan Castro. I don't know what page he's on, but
Yeah, he's at the bottom of page 14. Mr. Castro,
I think he's reconnecting.
Mr. Castro, we spoke with Mr. Palacios. He said your felony is still pending and we have reset you for status on October 20th. So you will appear by Zoom again on October 20th. And Mr. Palacios will forward you that link when he receives it closer to that date. You're muted, sir. Mr. Castro, you're muted.
Hello?
Yes, Mr. Castro. Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
All right,
Yes,
you are
ma'am.
set for another Zoom hearing on October 20th.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and Mr. Palacios will forward you that information when he receives it.
Yes, ma'am. I'm sorry about the delay. I just borrowed some headphones. She connected it to my Bluetooth. I was having all kinds of problems.
It's okay, you're here and I appreciate that.
Okay, I appreciate you too, ma'am.
Yes, sir, you have a good day.
God bless y'all in Jesus' name.
Thank you.
All right.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Hello, my name is Officer Perez. Did you need anybody else from the San Patricio Jail?
Let me see. Not for this morning, no. That takes care of everyone that's in custody. Let me look at this afternoon. I don't have anyone in custody on this afternoon's docket. Thank y'all so much.
Okay, thank you so much.
I appreciate it.
Do I just close this out?
Yes, sir.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye. Okay. Does that conclude this docket?
I think that's it, Judge.
All right. So I will see you all back at 2 o'clock. Thank you for your patience. Have a good lunch.
Thank you, Judge. Have a good